Get your heading down.
You know the best way to get sick fast is to go from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold.
Right, which is why living in South Louisiana
It's
is
not a good
right.
situation.
Because one day it's 80 and the next day is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Is this supposed to be really cold like this week?
In the
Yes.
teens
It's
tomorrow.
supposed to be in
It's
teens
supposed
tomorrow.
to snow.
No, there's no snow on the forecast now.
No,
Yeah.
it's not gonna snow.
Not anymore.
No cold Christmas.
Okay,
Hey, focus for video.
let's go.
I'm like, no fun.
All right. Up till now with right triangles, we've used the Pythagorean theorem. Yes, write this down. When we know two sides of a right triangle, and we use it to find the third side. When we have special right triangles, we had our little ratios. So we only needed to know one of the sides of the right triangle. Well, what if you don't know two sides, so you can't use the Pythagorean theorem, and it's not a special right triangle? Well, we've got trig.
Go.
Our trigonometric functions of sine, cosine, and tangent is our last resort, which means you need to get it in your head that the first thing you try is Pythagorean theorem. If that doesn't work, is it a special right triangle? If that doesn't work, we're going to use trig. Now, those of you who had me for Algebra 2 last year, we've already done this, so this should be a refresher for you.
Okay.
Those of you who haven't had Algebra 2, pay attention. Hurry up.
We did it in physics too. But he went by really quick in physics.
Is trig, like the class trig, all cosine and tangent and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
And the circles.
Circle.
All right. The thing you need to remember is SOHCAHTOA. That's acronyms for the first letters in each function. SOH is sine opposite hypotenuse. CAH is cosine adjacent hypotenuse. TOA is tangent opposite adjacent. Write down the little formulas or the little equations. Theta, that's what you call theta, right after the sine, cosine, tangent. It's a Greek symbol, and it represents an angle measure. We will never use the 90-degree angle as theta. It's always going to be one of the others. One of the two acute angles. Opposite represents the side that is opposite theta. Adjacent represents the side adjacent to theta. And the hypotenuse is always the hypotenuse, and only the hypotenuse.
Where'd you go to college?
McNeese State University.
Go, Cowboys.
My niece messed up my parents' name. I would be disappointed.
That's a
When
wrong
they play
one.
football.
Did he go there too?
Did y'all
I want
meet?
to say y'all were like high school and college sweethearts.
No. Did y'all meet? Sorry.
So tell us more about SOHCAHTOA.
I'm a little geek today. SOHCAHTOA, we're focused. Sorry for sick people.
You ever know what you choose?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start with using our calculators because we have to know how to use the calculator before we can do anything else. So take out your scientific calculator. Everybody find, before we even start, do you have a calculator? Oh my
Butt.
gosh.
I don't even.
I have a butt.
I just have a regular one.
Okay.
Be a butt.
If you don't have a scientific calculator, you need to share with somebody,
Share with someone who cares.
which means take turns doing everything.
Hey, what is the last slide say?
Hold on, let me see if I have another one.
No,
Sorry for the
You
inconvenience.
should the same as the second button.
It said just in the bottom one more. Just like the opposite angle of theta.
Okay. Look on the calculator that you have and see if there is an actual button that says SIN, COS, and TAN.
Hand.
got it.
If you do not have that as an actual button, raise your hand. Okay. Shift is going to be what you press when you're trying to activate the second option on that button.
If you don't.
Okay, it may be called shift, it may be called second, it may be called,
A second.
I don't know,
I'm saying.
whatever. All right. Okay,
That's a lot for
everybody repeat this sentence with me. I'm going to say it first, you say it after. When you're looking for an angle,
When
you're
you're
looking
for
an
an
angle.
For an angle.
you hit shift first.
Shift
first.
Sounds like we're about to learn how to do
If you already know the angle,
If you
already
know
the
angle.
you don't hit shift first.
You don't
Don't
hit
hit
shift
first.
Okay. Now, we're going to be setting up equations basically, and we're going to have to know how to use this and put it in our calculator. Before we punch anything in, just looking at this as from the algebra mindset. How do you get x by itself?
You
multiply
multiply
by
12.
Okay? So, this reads that x is equal to 12 times the sine of 78. Do I know theta?
Yes.
So am I going to hit shift?
No.
No. You're going to put this exactly like it looks in your calculator. So I want everybody to hit the sign button and tell me if this is what you see. Okay, if that's what you see on your screen, then you're going to hit clear it. You're going to hit 12, sine,
Song.
78, and close your parenthesis. Equals.
11.7.
3, 7,
Long number.
Okay.
That's what I did the first time. What did we do the second time?
Because you have a 7 after.
Cracks. So to send.
Okay, you have to hit 78 first. So you would say 12 times 78 sine equals.
Okay, made the 7 like
Oh no.
Stop picking on me.
I'm not mean for anyone who's watching this video.
Yes, she is, YouTube viewers.
Wait, so is x equal to 11 or is sine equal to 11?
X is equal to.
Sine 78.
X is
Oh no, the sine of 78.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you do it on your calculator?
I pressed 12.
You did it
Sine.
right. It's just this K is throwing you off. And I'm not sure you're in degree.
I was like, until there, have us on Facebook.
Here, fix it for me.
She's gonna be like, I made it. And I was like, no.
Okay. Now try again.
Second. I guess that's smart.
12 sine 78.
Who just said that? You did?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Because we're looking.
All right. This time, we don't know theta, so you have to hit the shift key or the second key. Now look very carefully. We're not going to try to isolate theta by dividing by sin
Oh my god.
or sine. Sine of theta is actually a decimal. Okay? It's like saying the square root of theta. All right? So that belongs with theta. So our unknown is already by itself. So this reads, the sine of something is equal to 8/13. How do you enter it in your calculator? You need to activate this, which is shift sine. Then you put 8 divided by 13,
Equal.
and you close your parenthesis,
Just close it.
and you hit equal. Always close it, because sometimes it matters and sometimes it doesn't.
38.
37. What's the answer, girl?
38.
Didn't get that. I got 0.61.
what I got.
Okay, yours doesn't do this parenthesis. All right, so that means you have to hit your information before you hit your sign.
I think it's going to go get
So
a new
you'll do 8
calculator.
divided by 13 equals, and then you'll hit the second sign.
What, we've been having this trouble. It's time to get.
They sound like Homer.